The Emmett Till Unsolved Civil Rights Crime Act has allowed the Department of Justice to re-examine the cases of more than 150 Black Americans killed during the civil rights era. The act is central to a research initiative titled Unresolved. While the project's long-term goal is to provide resolution for families of the victims, it also gives an in-depth look at who these people were through a podcast, documentary, and most recently, an interactive exhibit at the DuSable Museum. Arts correspondent Angel Ito takes us to Bronzeville for that story.
More than 150 names of people killed during the civil rights movement stand on display in a special exhibit at the DuSable Museum. Their lives were cut short at the hands of race-related killings more than 50 years ago, but the lessons learned from their deaths live on. This interactive exhibit can best be explored through the Unresolved app's guide, walking visitors through each person's story.
More than 100 cases were initially reopened under the Till Act.
The app requires visitors to scan a QR code that can be found next to each name, and that's where their story begins.
Say his name to begin his story.
One of these stories is that of Roman Ducksworth Jr., a military police officer killed at 27 years old in Taylorsville, Mississippi. His son Cordero, who currently resides in Joliet, says he didn't even learn of his father's death until he was an adult. He says his mother never wanted him or his siblings to grow up having hate or resentment toward white people, so she never told them.
In order for her to teach us what she wanted us to know, she had to make that sacrifice. Black folks today, as well as yesterday, always have to be the bigger person. It shouldn't be that way. A lot of people don't acknowledge that, and sometimes we do it because without us even knowing about it.
Since finding out about his father's death, Cordero has been determined to get the case reopened, which is why he's grateful for the creation of the Unresolved project. How do you think this exhibit will help you and the other families involved heal from the loss of your loved ones?
I think they will heal a great deal. There's a lot of people out there that's hurting, just trying to get resolution. The exhibit is good. They should go and see it. It's important. It gives you a little bit of the past as well as showing you how to go forth in the future. And that's the important thing, is how to go forth in the future. Don't forget the past, but live for the future. And when you live for the future, don't have so much anger and animosity. I mean, we all have to live together. And if we can't do that, then we're going to be worse off than we started out.
Cordero says it's because of his mother that he has been able to live his life with this mindset. He just has one more way to thank her.
The only thing that I want is the Taylorsville Police Department or even the state of Mississippi to acknowledge that it was not a justified killing. If I can get that, that would make me and my family feel that much better. And I wish I could have got it done before she died. I did what I said to my mother that I was going to try to do.
For Chicago Tonight, I'm Angel Ito.
And the installation is scheduled to remain at the DuSable Museum through the end of March.